Good day everyone. Today we will be making Spanish-style bangus. First, I will be rinsing the jar in warm water. After rinsing, I will be scrubbing the jar and the lid using the sponge with soap. Make sure that you will be scrubbing the inside of the jar. And after scrubbing the jar, I will be putting it on the water dipper that contains warm water and soap. While the jar is on the water dipper, I will be scrubbing the lid and making sure that the inside of the lid is scrubbed well. After scrubbing the lid, take the jar off the water dipper to rinse out the remaining soap out of it. Make sure that there are no soap left, and same goes with the lid. Choosing a right jar for your business is for your own safety, because not all jars are meant for heating. Always choose jars that are meant for canning or preserving. Mason jar like ball jars, care jars, and other brands are made to be boiled in water for canning and thus can withstand the heat safely. After washing the jar and the lid, I already simmer water in the cooking pot. And then using a tongue, I will be putting the jar and the lid inside of the cooking pot for about 10 minutes. This process of sterilizing jars will be prolonging the shelf life of the food and avoiding it from spoilage. After 10 minutes, I will be putting it on the rack to be air dried. First, I will be cutting the head and the tail of the fish. After cutting the head and the tail, I will be putting it on the garbage bowl and then soaking the fish into a bowl with water. Same goes with the other fish. I will be removing the head and tail, and the tail and head will be put in the garbage bowl. After removing the head and tail of the fish, I will be removing the intestine of the fish. Make sure that there are no intestine left to prevent it from spoilage. The intestine is straight out in the trash can. After removing the intestine, I will be removing the dorsal fin, pelvic fin, and the anal fin. After cleaning the milkfish, I will be putting rock salt. The rock salt will be removing the extra moisture from the fish. Make sure that you rub the salt into the fish and then you can left it into the chiller for 1 hour or overnight. After 1 hour, here is the result of rubbing salt into the milkfish. After 1 hour of leaving the fish in the chiller, I will be rinsing out the salt to prevent the fish from being salty. And then, after rinsing out, I will be putting it into a plate and then pat it dry. After I pat dry, I will be pan frying it. As you can see in the video, I use too much oil, but you can use only 1 tablespoon. Make sure that the oil is hot enough when pan frying to prevent it from sticking into the pan. When the oil is hot enough, put the milkfish and leave it for 1 minute. And after 1 minute, flip it and wait for another 1 minute until it's golden brown. First, I will be arranging the carrots underneath to prevent the fish from sticking. After putting the carrot, I will be putting 1/2 cup pickles. After putting all the pickles, I will be putting the fish. After putting all the fishes, I will be putting 1 clove garlic that is peeled and 6 pieces chili. I use fresh chilies, but you can use dry also. After putting the whole peppercorns and the salt, I will be putting the 1/2 cup vinegar and 2 cups of canola oil and 3 cups of water. And by the way, I will be using a pressure cooker to fasten its cooking and to tenderize the fish even more. After I put the oil, I nearly forgot the laurel leaves. The laurel leaves is 4 pieces. The video when I put the clove spice is deleted, so sorry about that. After I put all the ingredients inside the pressure cooker, I will be cooking it for about 45 minutes. I cook it for about 45 minutes. I rest it for about 5 minutes to release the pressure inside of the pressure cooker to prevent it from exploding. Here I am checking the pressure cooker if the fish is still in one piece. As you can see here, the jar I use is the jar I sanitized earlier. The jar I use only can fit 2 fishes. After I put the fish, I will be putting the oil inside of the jar. Since the oil is a little bit hot, I use the plate as a holder of the jar. As you can see, I make sure that the jar has many carrots and pickles. And here is the final output.